If you're selling on Creative Fabrica, it can be really tough to figure out what niches to sell in. The reason for this, it's a great reason for the customer. There's just so many different designs, fonts, graphics, and illustrations. So where do you begin? When you go up here to the menu, you're going to see all these different options of things that you could sell on Creative Fabrica. In this video, I'm going to drill down on 3 niches that I think are underserviced inside of Creative Fabrica. And I'm going to be using a tool called Everbee, which is a niche research tool, and it's really cool. I'm going to walk you through how this works. I'll walk you through Creative Fabrica. This should be a fun one. Let's jump in. All right, I'm inside of Everbee Niche Research Tool. On the left-hand side, there are options here under Research Tools. You can expand out this. I'm going to go to Keyword Research, and then here I'm going to type in something in the top. I'm going to type in summer, for example, and when I click search, we're going to see a search volume. This is a search volume that's monthly on Etsy, and then this is the competition, the number of listings on Etsy. So this is primarily designed to be used on Etsy. There's also a products analytics tool, and when I type into products here at the top, if I type summer in, I get about 1.5 million results back, and these are Etsy listings as well. I could pop these open and I can view them on Etsy, and it gives me monthly sales revenue. Now I'm using what they call a growth plan. This is a paid subscription service, and I'll put a link to Everbee in the video description below. Just a heads up, it is an affiliate link. That just means if you click on the link and you purchase the Everbee subscription, I would receive a small commission. I do want to point out there's a free option as well, so you could still sign up for Everbee and use this for free. It just has limited resources on what you can see for results. So how does Everbee translate to selling items on Creative Fabrica? Well, Everbee links to Etsy and looks at Etsy data. And Etsy is one of the world's largest marketplaces for selling digital designs. So using this, we can take a look at Creative Fabrica and see what listings are available for sale, and we can make a judgment call on whether or not it would be worth it to jump into that niche. Niche number 1 is biology teacher. When I go onto Everbee and I search for biology teacher, I get back a search volume of 210, which seems pretty small. That's 210 searches per month, but over time that would add up. Now on Etsy, the competition is over 12,000. That gives us a keyword score of 20. 20 is not bad. So let's jump into Etsy and see what's going on. Okay, so I'm on Etsy to start. And what I'm going to do is go up here to the filters, and under filters, I've selected digital downloads only. That's going to limit my results to anything that's a non-physical product. Now it still shows me over 1,000 results with ads. And then I can scroll down and I can see if there's anything that's a decent seller. I can see right away near the top, there's these science bundles. And when I pop these open, we can see these are digital downloads. There's a bundle here, SVG file, PNG file, and so on. $1.43, this is on sale, normally $2.86. 3 people bought this in the last 24 hours. We can see another one here, similar one, same sort of thumbnail. This is in 19 plus baskets. When I scroll on down, I can see reviews for this item, 39, reviews for the shop, 18,000. So yes, the shop's doing very well. These are very simple bundles. They've got about 15 to 20 designs in there, and they sell. So let's go on to Creative Fabrica and see what we can find. On Creative Fabrica, I'm going to type in biology teacher. We can see now on Creative Fabrica, there's only 346 results, and I'm not seeing a lot of bundles. So you could certainly do something similar. Now, I would never in a million years suggest that you just rip off the person on Etsy and sell that on Creative Fabrica. What I mean is you'd create your own bundle. There's room here for bundles. 346 results is not that much. Niche number 2 is social studies classroom. We're going to continue here with this education theme. You can see on Everbee the search volume 72. The competition is almost 2,000 listings per month, but that would include both digital and physical products. That gets us a keyword score of 40. Let's jump into Etsy first and see what we can find for social studies classroom. Okay, I'm on Etsy and I've got my filter set here so that I'm looking at my digital downloads only, and then I can see there's over 1,000 results with ads. I'm going to see right away near the top there's this hilarious social studies bundle. This is $25. $25 for digital download. That's amazing. This person's actually made 7 sales so far. Over 100 sales on his shop. These are funny posters that you can put up in your classroom, or if you're teaching at home, that's pretty amazing. Here's a similar one that I found. This is for math class. This is a math classroom poster set. This is $35. Now this includes 60 files that you can print off yourself, 60 JPEG files. And I love this thumbnail here. You can see they've actually printed this off and put them into frames. This person's made over 700 sales on the shop, and this one he's sold 5 so far. That's pretty awesome. So there certainly is room for big bundles of high quality designs that people are actually looking for in the education field. All right, so how does this translate now to Creative Fabrica? If you want to sell on Creative Fabrica, there's menus here at the top. What I'm going to do is go to Images, and then underneath All Graphics, I'm going to look for Teaching Materials. It's right here. And when I see Teaching Materials now, I've got different grades, first grade all the way up to 9th grade, 10th, 11th. I'm just going to click on 7th grade, for example. And I can see for 7th grade, there's only 30 results. And they're all different types. There's some military ones here. There's coloring books. There's some social studies. Very little math, very little everything, because there's only 30 products. There's a huge niche here. When I go back to 6th grade, I'm going to see 49 results. That's hardly anything. There's a ton of opportunity on Creative Fabrica. The third niche that has potential is Nursery, Embroidery, SVG. And when I go into Everbee, I'm going to see the search volume is very low. It's actually less than 20 per month. Competition is also very low. So this is interesting, right? Because although the search volume is low, there's hardly any competition. It gives us a keyword score of 10. Let's jump onto Etsy and see what's up with Nursery Embroidery SVG. Okay, so I'm on Etsy. I've typed in Nursery Embroidery SVG, and one of the first results that I get back is this $68 digital download, which obviously catches my eye. Now this is an ad, and normally I don't look at ads, but I'm going to do something a tiny bit different because some of you have said, hey, I want to look at ads. How can I use ads to my benefit? So I'm going to click on this link here, and it's going to get me to this page, the whole shop. So they're selling every SVG embroidery pattern on their shop, 16 views in the last 24 hours. And I can see down below they have 3,100 shop reviews. So instead of searching on Etsy, I'm just going to drill down on this shop. So I'm going to go over here to the owner. I'm going to click on it, and I can see they're selling felt sewing patterns for children and beginners, and that's important for beginners, and we can see they have over 28,000 sales. So now I'm just going to scroll through and see if there's anything here that's really interesting. Well, here's one, felt otter pattern, and they have 4 people have this in their basket. I'm going to click on this, and we can see reviews for the item 89. So here is an item that is selling well, and this is the pattern. It's a digital download. It's $5. Is this something that you'd want to compete with on Creative Fabrica? Here's another one for $5. There's a felt bear pattern, digital download. We can see down below reviews for the item 20. You can see it's a digital download, great looking thumbnails, and isn't he so cute? So let's go on to Creative Fabrica and see how this translates. So on Creative Fabrica, I'm going to go right up here to the top to needlework. And I'm going to see that there's embroidery designs, knitting patterns, and more needlework patterns. So if you can make embroidery designs as digital downloads, this is a huge opportunity. I'm going to go in here to animals, and I'm going to go on to animals right there. Now there's 11,000 results, but you'd want to drill down on it. So you could look at, for example, cats, dinosaurs, dogs. There's all sorts of different ones here. You could also search as well. So if I type in felt bear, and that's the name of the one that was on Etsy, I can see there's only 34 results. So don't get discouraged if you see a large niche on Etsy or if you see a large niche on Creative Fabrica. People are searching for very specific things. Here's a great example. This is a Scandi Bear graphic, and it's part of the All Access subscription. 61 people have added it to favorites. It's very popular. This is another thing I would recommend. If you're on Creative Fabrica and you see a design and it's been favorited by a lot of people, chances are it's quite popular. Here's another example. This is a Christmas mini set, and you can see these are beautiful little embroidered reindeers, panda bears, penguins, and so on. For $4, you can get this as part of the All Access subscription. 133 people have added this to their favorites. So again, there's lots of opportunity here looking inside of crochet patterns and embroidery patterns. It's right here at the top. You can drill down and you can see what's available. I really hope you found this video helpful. I love using Everbee. I use it all the time to help me make sales on sites like Creative Fabrica, Etsy, Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, you name it. This thing's a great tool. Thanks a lot for watching, and here's another video on how you can supercharge your niche research journey.